What's up guys, I'm James and welcome back to the Great Gambino channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Seiko SKX011j1, or what I like to call the Seiko candy corn. If you do end up enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe or click the like button, as it really does help me out and motivates me to keep pushing this channel forward. Today's review piece was sent in by Chris over at the Watch Lounge. Chris reviews many different watches and handles lots of industry topics during his live streams. If you'd like to show him some support, I will have a link to his channel down below. The origins of the SKX go all the way back to 1965. Where Seiko set out to create a watch that would be cheap, easily accessible, and extremely reliable. I talked a little bit more about the history in my recent upload of the SKX013 review. If you'd like to see that, I will have a link in the description. When Chris offered to send this piece over, I immediately said yes. If you watch my other videos, you know that I love to wear and review orange-themed watches as we get closer to the Halloween season. And this is a piece I've been waiting to look at for a while. Everybody is familiar with the Black 007 and the Pepsi 009 models, causing this variant to be overlooked. But having it in person and seeing how much that vivid orange dial pops, I find myself wanting to go out immediately and purchase one for myself. Real quick, I'll give you some measurements. We have a diameter of 42 millimeters. Lug to lug is 46 millimeters. If you want to change out the band, it's 22 millimeters. And we have a case thickness of 13 millimeters. No stamping on these crowns, but they are screw down and offer 200 meters or 660 feet of water resistance. The 120 click unidirectional bezel is finished in a matte black aluminum, just like the 013 and the 007. Although this version's numerals are finished with a gold tone to better tie in with the overall orange theme. Looking at the edge of the bezel, it is coined with a split running through the center, almost making a cube-like pattern. The bezel action seems to be different on every SKX I review. Most of the time it's really good, but there's a huge range, from bezels that turn very easily to ones that are extremely tough to turn. This one has a much more firm bezel play when compared to other SKX models I've handled. Let's cut to a shot so we can see and hear what that sounds like. With the SKX, Seiko uses its proprietary Hardlex crystal. It's known to be better than mineral crystal, but not quite as scratch resistant as sapphire crystal. I have nothing bad to say about Hardlex, as I have yet to scratch one of my Hardlex watches. There is no AR coating on this piece, but due to that flat shape of the glass, it does an excellent job of reducing glare, as you can see here in this shot. Looking close up, the obvious main sell point is that super bright and vivid orange dial with matching chapter ring. This thing is just going to glow on your wrist and stand out no matter what outfit you pair it with. Differing from the white and orange lettering used on other popular SKX models, this time we have black print for the Seiko logo below the 12, and the same with the diver's 200 meter text above the 6 o'clock. A day date window is placed at the typical 3 o'clock location, and the handset is going to be the same exact set you would receive with the 009 or the 007, except this time we have gold instead of chrome trim. Inside of this piece is powered by the popular 21 jewel 7S26. It does not have manual winding or hacking abilities. Winding will be done through the automatic method of wearing the piece or giving it a few light shakes to get it started. It beats at 21,600 BPH and has around a 41-hour power reserve. I really love the case finish on these SKX models. Beautifully done brushed lug tops with high polished sides that are split by a gorgeously chamfered center. One area I prefer the larger SKX models over the 013 is the shape of the lugs. The ends seem to be more rounded off and seamlessly blended in comparison to the smaller version. Flipping it over shows the solid steel screw-down case back that is branded with the Seiko wave. Chris did not send this piece with the original strap, so I'm showing you the smaller version rubber strap that was packed with my SKX013, as it is very similar to what you would receive with this model. You have some basic logos and branding, along with corrugated ends that run flush with the lugs. Let's go ahead and cut to a lume shot. The hands, hour indicators, and 12 o'clock bezel pip are all generously coated with Seiko's proprietary LumeBright. I've covered Seiko's LumeBright many times on this channel, and just like every other SKX I've reviewed, the lume is extremely bright. If given enough charge time, the piece should stay illuminated for a good 5 to 6 hours. Of course, having all the markings and hands being on the larger side adds to the ease of reading in the dark or while diving. Here's a side-by-side shot next to an American quarter to give you a better representation of the scale. This is what the piece looks like next to the smaller 38mm SKX013. And here's a shot on my 6.75 inch wrist. Now, even though I prefer wearing my 013 as it's a little bit smaller and I've become used to that, I would have no problem wearing this slightly larger size, as Seiko does an amazing job creating a 42mm piece that somehow wears well on many different wrist types. But let's go ahead and cut to the outdoor shots so I can show you that natural light reflection. So there you have it. That's my review of the Seiko SKX011j, a perfect watch for the month of October. If you guys do want to see more of what I'm working on, I have an Instagram page that I will link down below. I'm always posting pictures of upcoming watches that I will be reviewing in the future. Thank you for sticking with me if you have until the end. I really do appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video.